Question 3 from Adam is, what do I think journalists can learn from bloggers? How long have you got? Firstly, I think journalists can learn transparency from bloggers. Bloggers link, basically, and journalists can learn from that. And I think there's a standard of transparency among bloggers which is closer to academic writing than to professional journalism. Professional journalists don't list all of their kind of sources at the end, but bloggers tend to. So that transparency, I think, is the first thing, and linking specifically. Secondly, I think journalists can learn from bloggers how they embed themselves in a community, how they become part of a community, and they have a personal relationship with readers and users. They are not the audience, they are not readers, they are co-creators. The balance of power has shifted. If you're a journalist, you cannot afford anymore to treat readers as just passive recipients. Economically, apart from anything else, you need readers as much as they need you, and bloggers understand that. So that's the second thing that journalists can learn from bloggers. A third thing, I think, is creativity. As a journalist, quite often you're part of a factory line, and you are trying to be as efficient as possible by using the same processes and the same sources and the same practices, give or take. Whereas on a blog platform, quite often bloggers have a bit more space to be experimental, to try new things. They might use a bit of video, some photography, some audio, text, micro-blogging, bookmarking. You can go on. So I think that inclination to try new things is something that journalists could learn from bloggers. And the final part, final thing I think that journalists can learn from bloggers is involving users in a conversation, interacting with users, so having discussions in the comments, writing in a way that is open rather than attempting to be definitive. That's something that bloggers, again, generally do very well, but we're obviously generalising a lot in these questions and answers. I'll move on to the next.